You talk in the book about harm reduction with an end goal of abstinence. I'm wondering if you could explain that.
Yeah, sure. So I had a whole chapter about harm reduction and abstinence. So I think like there's there's lots of different uh, philosophical frameworks. But on one extreme is an idea that it's important to remove every single food that could possibly cause cravings in a brain and remove it all from the food plan and be abstinent from things like sugar or carbohydrates or whatever, and kind of this one extreme. And then the other philosophical extreme is what usually is part of an eating disorders treatment model of care, which is that removal of any foods is a bad idea. So removal of that where patients can be encouraged to like learn to eat a cake in moderation, piece of cake in moderation and stuff like that, with the idea that like any sort of suggestion of removal could fuel orthorexia and like that kind of thinking. And so, and there are arguments for both, good arguments on both sides for this.
Yeah.
So, on the one hand, abstinence from certainly one's trigger foods is more likely to restabilize the brain if we're thinking from an addiction perspective. It's more likely to reduce the brain's exposure to toxic substances and then help it kind of heal. On the other hand, that can be like we all have food around us, like all of us, we kind of differ in our brains, like what we're sensitive to. We haven't yet, the research has not yet clearly defined like what the problem foods are. Like sugar, pretty likely, but like the rest of it, like we're still kind of figuring it out. So like to set a rule for somebody and be like, you should eat this, like that seems kind of unhelpful.